Hi there, and thanks for tuning in again to our podcast and hangout program. I'm Coach Cameron Roberts, your friend, mentor, and coach in business, success, and marketing. Hey, you know what? If you're a fan of social media, why don't you hit me up on Twitter? You can find me on Twitter at Coach Cameron, so that's at Coach Cameron. I'd love to hear from you. Send me a direct message. Follow me. I'll follow you back. And if you're a Facebook fan or a Google Plus fan, just go to Facebook or Google Plus and you can find me by searching for Coach Cameron Roberts. You can also find all of our episodes on social media. Just search for the hashtag on deck with Coach Cameron. Now, in today's episode, I want to talk about stopping the dirty little sales tactics. Now, actually, some of these tactics or tricks, if you like, aren't little. They're in fact big. And I want to help you recognize the dirty sales tactics or the dirty sales tricks. And I want you to stop them in their tracks so that you can recognize them when they are, when someone's doing it to you, and you can make sure that you never ever do it to someone else. Because here's what I know. We are in the relationship economy. I mean, you know, you're listening to a podcast or a hangout on air. You're a fan of social media. You've probably got 1,000 odd friends on some Facebook page. Maybe some of you have got many friends, you know, on Instagram and Pinterest and all of that sort of stuff. You're looking for ways to connect with people. And, you know, one of the things that you should know is that we're in the relationship economy. You see, people are trading trust. See, it's trust that's the new economy in the relationship. It's trust that's the new currency in the relationship economy. So you can't afford to have any dirty little sales tactics. Yes, there are things that you can do in selling, and there are things that you must do in regards to sales and selling to close more deals, to find more prospects, to get more leads, to increase your conversions. Yes, absolutely, there are things that you must do in your business. There are things that you do on the phone. There are things that you should do in face-to-face meetings. There are things that you should do via email. There are things that you can do in negotiations. Yes, absolutely. But what I want to expose today is some of the dirty little sales tactics or dirty little sales tricks. Now, you don't need these. You and I can do much better because we're professionals. You never want to be one of the unprofessional people, one of the cowboys or cowgirls, so to speak, and you don't have to use these dirty little sales tricks or tactics. Now, the one I want to talk about today is called the bait and switch. Now, obviously, by name, it's talking about baiting someone, and as they go to take the bait, you switch it and you give them something else. So to highlight the bait and switch, dirty little sales technique or trick that you and I should never ever use, let me tell you a story that happened to me recently. So about it was 2 days ago, I'm working away on one of my clients' projects, one of my Platinum's clients' digital marketing, invisible sales pipelines I'm building for him. And I got this ping on Skype. Now, I'm 42 years of age. I don't know if you call it a ping on Skype. I don't know what the right terminology is. But anyway, someone messaged me on Skype. You know, they typed the little thing in and it popped up, right? So I get this interruption. I'm busy working. I'm focused on a project. I get this interruption. By the way, my clients know that if they want to get in contact with me, they book in an appointment. So I get this guy, you know, ping me on Skype or send me a message on Skype, not a client. I don't know who it is, but I recognize the name, but I just couldn't figure out how I know the name because obviously I know a lot of people. I do a lot of speaking. A lot of people see me speak. You know, many people listen to the program and say, hey, I heard you on your program and all that sort of stuff. And I'm just thinking, oh, you know, who is this? I couldn't kind of put a name to it. And he, you know, the message was, hi, Cameron. So I'm thinking, oh, I wonder who this is. So I messaged him back, and I won't use his name, but I said, you know, hi, Mr. Jones, if that was his name, right? So, hi, Mr. Jones. And anyway, he says, have you got 5 minutes to chat? Now he's typing this as a message, and I'm thinking, is this, you know, what's this about? I'm wondering what it's all about. And so I said to him back, as I typed it back to him, hey, what's it about? And he said, it's about sales training. And so I'm like, well, you know what? I do sales training. So, you know, the two primary things that I do for my clients is I do corporate sales training for the high-end corporate clients. And then I do, you know, done for you digital marketing, automation and invisible sales funnels for my small to medium business owners. So I actually do sales training for people. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe this is a prospect, right? So he's put sales training, and I'm thinking, oh, he's a prospect. So I go, yeah, sure, give me 5 minutes to wrap up what I'm doing, and then, we can hook up. So 5 minutes goes by, and we hook up, and I go, oh, hi, Mr. Jones. And he goes, hey, you don't remember me? About a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, I invited you to a local event in your local region. And I'm like, yeah, now I know who it is, right? And so, see, he baited me with sales training. And so then I'm thinking of, how do I get this guy off the phone? Because, he was trying to sell me to an event, right? So he's baited me with sales training, but he didn't really want to ask me about my sales training. He's trying to bait me to come to his event. And so I let him go for a couple of minutes because I wanted to see his process after that point. Anyway, it just went from bad to worse, because then he started talking about a book, and he's talking all about this book, and he's getting excited about this new book that he's got. He's wondering if he could send me the book. It's a great resource. It's going to help me, with my people, and I can share it with my clients, and it's going to be a great book, and it shows them how to increase their productivity, and it's going to help them, be better salespeople and all of that. And then I'm thinking, well, why would I want a book from, this guy that obviously wants to get me to an event? And I said, look, Mr. Jones, I'm not interested in the book, but it's a great book. It's going to help you do this and this. And, it's in line with our products. And then he drops the next bombshell. It's in line with our products, and our products are great. They give you more energy, and people like yourself who are busy with sales, you could really benefit from using our products. So then he starts talking about the product features. Then he starts talking about the product benefits. And he's getting more and more excited as I'm saying less and ignoring the call. And so I let him ramble for about 2 minutes, and I say, Mr. Jones, stop. Just stop. And he keeps talking. And I said, look, stop. I had to talk over him. I said, stop. This conversation is now ending. I said, for the last 2.5 minutes, you've done absolutely nothing but try and sell me your products of the company you're representing. He goes, oh, no, it's not like that at all. I just wanted to talk to you about the book. I said, but you didn't talk about the book. You're talking about the products. And so he still didn't get it even when I highlighted it to him. I said, look, I'm in sales. I recognize the technique that you just did. It's called a bait and switch. And he's no, it's not like that. And I said, all right, well, here's the deal. How about you come along and, you start working with me, and I'll build you a fantastic invisible sales funnel. Instead of making what you're making now, you'll make triple the amount of money that you're making now. And look, all it's going to cost is this amount of money, and we can get you in my program. And he goes, oh, well, now you're being cynical. You're just trying to sell me your stuff. I said, but that's what you tried to do with me. You baited me with something about sales training and wanted to talk to me. And I thought it was like a catch-up to, network with someone. And then you're just doing a product pitch and pitching your product features and your product benefits. So I just said, this conversation's over. I wish you well, but I don't have anything else to say to you. Goodbye. Have a nice day. And I hung up from him. And then what do you think I did next? Well, the next thing I did was I blocked him. And then I took him out of all my other contacts. I went and searched for him all throughout his social media channels that I have, and I blocked him or deleted him or muted him on every single channel. Because wouldn't you do the same? If someone baited you and then switched you, interrupted your day, and then tried to sell you really hard for their products, wouldn't you do the same? You see, that's called that dirty sales tactic is called a bait and switch. And as professionals, we never want to use the bait and switch strategy. So what do you use instead? Well, look, I believe in the relationship economy. You've got to build a relationship with people. Now, I was on a webinar this morning with a company in the USA, and they were asking people to write, 30-second pitches. So I threw a 30-second pitch to them for them to check next week, because it's part of a program that I'm in. And I thought, what I'd share it with you. So let me frame up what you can do to build a relationship with people and get them to, book in for an appointment or a call or find out more about your information. Now, I'm going to read you my pitch, and then what I want you to do is I want you to design your own 30-second or 90-second pitch that you can say to people. But this would happen if someone was talking to you on the phone, or you met at a conference, or you met at a business breakfast. You could use this pitch, and you could tweak your pitch, to suitable for your business. But you could use this pitch in a way to, elicit a response from someone. So, the first way to do it is you ask someone, what do they do? And then when you ask someone what they do, the next question they ask you is what you do. Now, when they ask you what you do, here's your response. And again, I'll just use Mr. Jones. Hey, thanks for asking what I do, Mr. Jones. I actually solve some of the biggest challenges small business owners have with their sales and marketing, and that's getting more leads and converting sales. So that's actually a broad statement, see? So you're letting them know what you do. So here's the next part. And the best part about it is that I can do it very quickly by saving you time and money. Now, this helps you grow your business, increase your revenue systematically and automatically, plus you get some time back from your business so you can do more cool stuff like hang out with your family or friends, or in your case, Mr. Jones, go surfing. In fact, I just took a dentist as a client, and he had a website that was giving him 1 lead a month, and we did a few minor tweaks, and now it's getting him 20 to 30 leads per month. On top of that, I've showed him how to increase his conversions, and he's actually converting 60 to 70% of these leads into paying clients. Now, last month, he added an additional $20,000 in sales to his bottom line from some of the systems and implementation that we've put into his business. Now, Mr. Jones, I've got some time next week. You know what? We should actually catch up on the phone or on Skype, and I can show you some of the things that I'm doing online right now and the amazing results that we're getting from my clients. So how about we book a chat for next week? I know you're busy and you've got to run. Does Tuesday or Thursday suit you? And then wait for their answer. And then you ask them, would you prefer 9:30 or 3:15? Again, wait for their answer. Okay, great. That's locked in, Mr. Jones. Hey, look, I'll let you go. I know you're on the run. I'll send you a calendar invite, and we'll catch up next week, Tuesday, 3:15. I'm looking forward to it. We'll chat then. See you later, Mr. Jones. So you see how easy that was? So there's a few things going on there. In the first part, we build rapport with them. We play a movie in their mind about what we do. So we kind of play the movie of what we do. Then we transition into a story, okay? And I shared a story about the results I was getting for another dentist, all right? And then after you've told a story, then you just naturally flow into a close. And the close isn't to buy something. The close is an appointment. And that's where a lot of people stuff this up. They think closing always means money and paying. No. In the first part of the relationship, when you meet someone for the first time, you don't want them to buy off you straight away. You're not going to sit down with a meeting and close them there and then in coffee. You want to get to know them, have coffee, find out if they like surfing, find out if they've got a family, what do they do on the weekends, all that sort of stuff, right? And then after that process, what you can do is that you can invite them to a consultation. So take small steps, get some small steps, get them in the funnel, get them in the program, and you'll find that closing will be a lot easier as well. Hey, listen, before I go today, I want to give you one more little testimony I had. I want to read a testimony that someone sent to me recently via Facebook. And that, again, it highlights the benefit of doing an honest sales technique versus a dirty sales trick. So I gave this particular person what I call a true sales technique that works versus a bait and switch, which is a dirty sales tactic. So here's what he sent to me. He said, "Hi, Coach Cameron. I wanted to let you know that I took your strategic sales advice today during my final negotiations on a big deal of fleet machines. We were head-to-head with a major competitor on this deal, which had been dragging on for so long. After many months, we were starting to wonder, if it was going to turn out, and it was actually starting to look like a Dutch auction," he says in the text. He said, "and money was flying everywhere. Needless to say, we were just exhausted with how long the deal was taking. But today I was thinking about that one particular sales negotiation technique you recently taught me to close deals faster. I did exactly as you told me to do, and it worked. Within a matter of hours, the deal was closed, and we were awarded the contract. My team and I are still in shock." So there you have it. There's a good sales technique done well, converted really well, done a deal, versus a true story about a dirty sales trick. Okay? Well, there you have it. Thanks again for tuning in to my podcast and Hangout program. I look forward to talking to you really soon. Until next time, all the best with your business, your success, and your marketing. This is Coach Cameron signing out.